Hey guys, it's Shadowborn here. I want to thank each and every one of you for helping us reach over 100 subscribers on YouTube. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. Oh, there's my dog. Anyway, we're gonna dive into another video today. I want to talk about an exotic that it needs some tweaks. I want to see some changes to it. We're gonna be talking about Oathkeepers. Oathkeepers should be the go-to bow exotic. And it's fine the way it is. It's just a boring exotic, and I want to talk about things I'd like to see different on it, what it currently does, and I'll show you some gameplay of me using it. I think it's great for harder content because you can just sit back and plink with the bow. Plus, I want to show off the Techset armor set. Techset works really good with the new longbow, the Mercury A. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're currently in the shooting range. We have Oathkeepers and, of course, as I was saying earlier, Mercury A. Mercury A is a fantastic bow. It's fantastic even without Oathkeepers. Honestly, Mercury A is just fantastic. If you don't have one, definitely hunt you one down and get it. Especially now that Solstice is over, we can all kind of sit back and breathe a little. Start hunting down some, well, regular pieces of gear instead of the Solstice stuff. Anywho, I currently have successful warm-up and kinetic trimmers on mine. Kinetic trimmers is goated, absolute great perk. I haven't played around with elemental honing on it yet, but I mean we all know what elemental honing does. It's a pretty good perk. But then Oathkeepers, this is the main reason for this video, is I wanted to talk about Oathkeepers. We all know what Oathkeepers does. You hold that draw, you can hold it indefinitely, and no matter how long you hold it, it's never going to release. It just sits there. You're going to see on the left side of the screen here, we've got a little buff that pops up. And once that bar is full, it goes away after a timer. So basically, as you charge this up, you get additional damage based on how long you hold it, all the way up to 200%. So you'll see just a basic shot, we get 349. Come over here and do a charge shot. Doink, 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 doink. Fully charge, you get 763. I also want to talk about the Techset armor. Techset is a really, really cool armor set. Really enjoying it. I need a better chest piece. But anyway, when you pop I believe it's majors and up, when you break their shield, you get that kinetic burst. Is it majors or, let's say, powerful combatants? You pop a powerful combatant shield, or when defeating him, you get a burst of kinetic energy that, when that blast happens, it also, as you can see, he's disoriented. He can't see, so they get like that blind effect. So Techset on its own is fantastic. But I wanted to talk about Oathkeepers. Oathkeepers should be the go-to exotic for bows. And the biggest reason, what led me to wanting to run Oathkeepers, especially this season, was they made it to where you reach the higher power sooner in the draw, but then also this right here, the crossbow. I knew it wasn't going. We all knew it probably wasn't going to work because there's no draw on a crossbow. It just fires. But man, wouldn't it be cool if Oathkeepers had some tweaks that allowed it to work with all bows? And that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video. So you're going to see some background gameplay of the current build I have equipped. Really, with Oathkeepers, you can run kind of anything you want. It doesn't really require you to run a certain set, so run whatever you're comfortable with. This is what I have. I'll show it to you just so you can see it in the background. This is what I ran. We did, the background gameplay is going to be the weekly Mythic campaign mission from before reset. I was running this. I was enjoying it. Had a lot of fun with it. Even in Mythic content, Mercury A still puts out pretty good. It was nice to be able to get that extra damage when I needed it. But also, because of how long you have to hold the draw, that extra damage really doesn't seem like it's that. I mean, you hold the draw longer than you would. I mean, it's like, here we go. That's just holding it. But if you want to hold it for all the extra damage, you have to hold it that much longer to get the extra damage. It's 200% increase, but it just doesn't seem worth it in terms of DPS, especially for how long you have to hold it. You'll see in the background gameplay, it still does pretty good. But I want to talk about some of the changes I'd love to see with Oathkeepers. So we're going to dive into that. Love to hear you guys' opinion on this exotic. Would you like to see some changes to Oathkeepers? Would you like to see so that it works with all bows in the game? Let me know what you think. Here's my thoughts on it, though. All right, so in the background gameplay, you're going to see us running through, like I said, it's the weekly, mythic weekly mission from last week before reset. Oathkeepers does exactly what it says it does. It's just a boring exotic. It doesn't really bring anything like fancy or any extra flair. It's one of the few symmetrical pieces on the Hunter kit, which I guess that's kind of nice. But it just, you're holding the draw a little longer. I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work with Levy's Breath, which is annoying. But it doesn't work with the crossbows either, and I was really hoping it would because I personally really enjoy the crossbows. My hunt for making a fun build around the crossbow actually is what led me to the build that I actually run, which I'll be dropping that video on, if all goes well, I'll be dropping Friday. The build that I've absolutely fallen in love with. But today we're going to talk about Oathkeepers. I think Oathkeeper should be changed to where it is a stacking damage buff instead of you hold the draw. That way you're not sitting there, you're not just sitting there waiting. You're just, let's go. Make it, I mean, like you think about most of the bow exotics, Wishkeeper, Hierarchy, the Stasis one, Virgulus Curve. Is that what it's called? Virgulus Curve? Pretty sure it's called Virgulus Curve. No. What's it called? Hold up. It leaves me. I cannot think of what it's called. Oh yeah, Virgulus Curve. All of those work based off of, like, they have the little stacking, like it's based on how many hits and it stacks up and then you can release the bigger shot. Like Virgulus, when you get kills, it builds up shots of the stasis arrows that when you fire them from the hip, they pop up stasis crystals and freeze whatever's near them. Really fun play loop on that thing. The Wishkeeper one, you build up stacks and then you can put the traps on the ground. Hierarchy of Needs, you build up stacks and then you can put the ring up. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Oathkeepers doesn't buff Wish Enders on the thorough shots. It only buffs like the entry but not the exit. That's another annoying thing. This thing should be the go-to for all bows. It ought to buff them and it ought to make just for a more fun gameplay style. It ought to synergize with them a better too. So that's something I'd like to see. I'd like to see that where Oathkeeper has some kind of stacking bonus based on the number, and it's bows. Make it the number of precision hits, not just hits. It can still go up to like 200, 300%, but like, I don't know, one stack gives you 25%. Two stacks is 50, 75, 100. I don't know, whatever they want to do with it, but make it synergize better with the current bows and exotics that we have. Making it a stacking buff. Every time you get that precision hit, get a tick. I don't think it would make it too OP because, I mean, at the end of the day, bows are strong just in of their own right. They're great weapons. But give me a reason to run this exotic. Make it fun. Make it exciting. Reward me for those precision hits. Give me that stacking damage buff. I think that would bring some life into this exotic that currently is just, me and some friends were talking about it the other day. We're saying it's just boring. It's just a boring exotic. And also, if you were to make it to where it worked off of that stacking damage buff, it would also work with our new bow archetype, crossbows. Really hoping in Renegades we get a one of Chewbacca's bowcasters. I want a solar crossbow, exotic solar crossbow that, I don't know, somehow ends up igniting things. Please give me that, Bungie. I really need that. But anyway, it'd be really cool if Oathkeepers was changed to work with crossbows. Crossbows are already pretty strong. They're fun to play with. Reward those precision hits by giving me a stacking damage buff. Give me something more than just, well, hold that draw and sit there for a few seconds so that you can get double damage. It's just not enough. It's just a very boring loop. Future Brandon here. I didn't get to finish recording the dialogue for this one yesterday. New shirt, new day. So, speaking on the fact it's just a very boring loop, let's talk about how this exotic doesn't synergize with any of the exotic bows. Trinity Ghoul doesn't get the buff from it, like the chain lightning. Tiku's, the explosion doesn't get buffed. Phone would go off when I'm doing this. The poison from Lemon Arc doesn't get any kind of thing. Like I said earlier, Wish Ender, the extra arrow, the exit shot doesn't get anything. Hierarchy of Needs, the little missile arrows don't get a buff. Nothing works with this thing. And I actually saw a Reddit post when I was reading up on like what other people thought about it and stuff. I saw a Reddit post like, what is the point in this exotic? And yeah, that's kind of how it feels after running it. I haven't ran Oathkeepers a lot in the past. I ran it now. Like I said, what led me to it was the crossbow. And after running it, I kind of felt the same way. What is the point in this exotic? Like, yeah, you can use it in PvP. It's not needed in PvP though. It's really, I mean, yes, you can sit and hide behind a corner and hold the draw forever. So that's a fair use case, but man, PvP has gotten pretty quick. Most of us aren't sitting in the back of the room hiding with a bow anymore. So it's time, Bungie. It's time to make some changes to Oathkeepers. We need to bring this exotic into the 21st century. Need to do something more with it than just, I can hold this. And I didn't even know this because I started playing Destiny and Lightfall, but I actually saw a comment where somebody said used to, that's all it did. There was no damage buff or anything. It was just you could hold arrows indefinitely. Just seems like from the very start, this exotic has just been poorly thought out. There's been nothing really done with it. Give it to us. Give us the ultimate bow exotic, crossbow exotic. Make this thing work with every bow in the game. Make it do something more with the exotic bows. It would be really cool to be the ultimate archer in this game. As much as I want new exotics in this game, I also want some of the older exotics to get some love. We're talking about Oathkeepers in this video. I'm sure there's plenty others that it's just kind of like, why? But this is the one I want to focus on now. We'll talk about some others later. But I would rather see Oathkeepers get a really nice change and buff so that it worked with everything, instead of seeing some new exotic come out that I probably end up not using. I know the new hunter one, I can't even think of what it's called right now, but the new strand one that came out of Edge of Fate, it's a cool exotic, but I never find myself using it. It's just kind of there. My current favorite exotic is Mask of Bacchus, which was one I never used, but it got a rework and now it's being used everywhere. And it was good before, but the rework really put it on the map. So that's what I'm saying. And instead of seeing a new exotic, give Oathkeeper some love. Give a couple of old exotics some love, but definitely give Oathkeeper some love. Make this the go-to bow. Reward me for being, you know, I'm not even a good player, but reward the decent players for hitting their headshots. Let's do something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I want to hear y'all's opinions. What changes need to be made, or is it fine and it's just a boring exotic? Put your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this format. It's a little different than I normally done. Normally there's just background gameplay and a voiceover. I decided to put myself on camera, put myself up so you guys can see me. Have a little bit more of a connection with you and I. Anyway, you guys know the drill. As always, I love you. Jesus loves you. God bless. Y'all have a good one.